but I just wanted to make this particular podcast because the fact that there's not a 24-hour hotline just to lock down our accounts in the event that they get hacked is extremely infuriating and bothersome.
Welcome to Jenna Frog's Bookkeeping Lily Pad, your cozy corner of the podcasting world, where numbers tell a story and bookkeeping blossoms into an adventure. My name is Rachel Barnett, and I'm glad you're here. This podcast is for bookkeepers who enjoy authentic, unfiltered, and always encouraging friend to talk shop with. We will be discussing what it's like to own and operate a small bookkeeping business.
In various online forums and in private messages, I'm noticing that friends and friends of friends are experiencing Intuit hacks. Really what's happening is bad actors, hackers, whatever you want to call them, are logging into people's QuickBooks Online accounts. I can let you imagine all the terrible things that'll happen as a result of that. This podcast is a platform where I try to talk about business-related stuff, owning a business, operating a business, the challenges of everything that comes with it. But I think this is important to spend a few minutes on, so that's what this episode will be. Here are my tips to prevent or try to mitigate the risk of having an Intuit hack in your account. I recommend setting up some sort of two-factor authentication, ideally an authenticator app. If you're not sure what that is, Google it. There's tons of options for it. It's basically that resetting code or a resetting code in an app that appears on your phone. Another really great option is to have a passkey set up. I would encourage you to set up a passkey for everything you possibly can. Anything you cannot set up a passkey for, I encourage you to set up an authenticator app. This goes beyond just Intuit. This is just my tips in general. Set this stuff up so that it makes it harder. Basically, what you're doing is making it so that somebody who has your username and your password, they're unable to just go into your account, whatever that account is. For Intuit specifically, I will encourage you to take these extra steps. I want you to imagine that you're sitting at your QuickBooks, or pause the audio file, go log into your QuickBooks. In the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see a letter that represents your first name. I want you to click on that letter. Then I want you to select Manage Your Intuit Account. This is going to take you to the Intuit website. When the tab opens, it's going to say Hello First Name. As I'm doing this, I'm looking at my screen and it says a new user ID could make it easier to sign in. Take a look at yours. You can change it for an easier sign in. I just want to let you know that even if your user ID is different from your email, you can still always sign in with your email. What I want you to do is select the box that says Sign In and Security. Now you're at the Sign In and Security page. I want you to make the user ID something super random. Nobody is ever going to see this, but you'll need to remember it. I want the email address to be something other than the public-facing email that you have on your website. If you're not sure how to make a different email address, Google email aliases. I want you to scroll down, and where it says passkeys, I want you to select a passkey. The passkey is going to make it easier for you to sign in, but those first two things, the random user ID and the completely different email address, those are going to be my two top things for you to secure your Intuit account. I'm not going to describe how Intuit hacks can take place. I'm just going to tell you that some of them can be prevented by having a unique user ID and a different email address than what clients can see on your website. The two-factor authentication is a very, very useful step. It is not the only thing that's going to help you. If your user ID and your email address are both super easy to guess, the fact that you have two-factor authentication may not prevent a bad actor or hacker from getting into your Intuit account. It's important to note that I have seen accounts be hacked or taken over even though the user had two-factor authentication. They had a passkey, they had the multi-factor authentication app. The hack didn't need any of those things. None of those things were triggered when the hack took place. The only thing that could have prevented the hack was having a user ID that is different from your email and an email address that isn't easy to guess. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go back to my business-related podcasts, but I just wanted to make this particular podcast because it's getting really frustrating. It's getting hard to listen to people who experience this, and it's really difficult to say, I'm so sorry this happened, and this is terrible, and you'll need to call Intuit. But wait, you have to call them between the hours of 9 and 5 because there is not a 24-hour hotline. As accountant users, we have access to people's bank information, people's payroll information, sometimes sometimes social security numbers if they've uploaded a W-9. The fact that there's not a 24-hour hotline just to lock down our accounts in the event that they get hacked is extremely infuriating and bothersome. I would encourage you, even if you feel like doing nothing else, to reach out to Intuit and say, gosh, Intuit, why isn't there a 24-hour hotline in case my accountant's QuickBooks gets hacked? Shouldn't there be a way to shut down or freeze the accountant's account immediately because they have access to my records and to their records and to other client records? That would be really swell. I have repeatedly suggested it, and as far as I can tell, still no 24-hour hotline.